Okay, this is the water meter out by the front curb. And speaking of front curb, see how the ground's sunken right in there a little bit? About 3 inches. That might be a trip hazard if somebody's parking here, getting in and out of the car, that kind of thing. That's beyond the scope of the inspection, but that's what we're doing. Speaking of the inspection, we're here talking about the roof today. I don't know if you can see this, but you see those little... You can see it. I can see it. It's not that bright out here. See why the shingles are lifting up like that a little bit? Okay, well, especially, not so much, those look like loose shingles, and they're starting to curl a little bit. These shingles right over here, this kind of looks like little fish mouths. That was because the nailing pattern wasn't right, and the nails are coming in. Get out of here. The nailing pattern wasn't right. And so the nails are coming in at an angle, like that. It's causing undue pressure. And that's usually fixed with sealant. It's not the end of the world. Moving on along. Grampy's on the ladder. Watch out, old man on the roof. Call 911. See the underlayment that's over. That's pretty good. On the drip edge. Alright. It's not so bad. Moving on up. Got a little granular loss here. Not a lot. It's just a little wear. I'm not seeing any rain gutters. Sure do wish I had some rain gutters up here, but we don't. Got some trees though. Got some trees on the roof, all right. Nature is a force to be reckoned with. Those trees will wreck your roof. They need to come off. What do we got up here? From the tax records, I'm assuming that this roof is at least 7 years old. We got cast iron drain system. Might want to get that scoped out. I like the scopes better. It takes a plumber. It takes somebody that does it a lot. Not a lot of wear and tear up here. You sure expect to see it. And you got trees right there, you sure expect to see it. That's some pretty crepe myrtles. Mine aren't doing this well. Mine aren't doing this well at all. I wonder what's going on. I'm not going to tell my wife about that. Alright. Let's start up there. And by the way, the structure faces east. So that would be the southeast corner. That would be the northeast corner. We got some trees over here. Coming along here, so that'd be the northeast corner of the front porch. I'm gonna get right in there. Get some cracking and peeling paint. Right there on the fascia board. It's called a fascia board where that cracking and peeling paint is. This siding. Okay, they got it in there nice and snug. But the problem is that it's supposed to be hung siding. Hung siding. So there's supposed to be enough play in there so as it expands and contracts, it won't crack. So somebody thought they were doing a good job. God bless them. Somebody thought they were doing a good job, but they got the siding on just a little too snug. This is called edge flashing right here. It's edge flashing, and it's lapped about 1 inch. It's supposed to be lapped no less than 10 inches. You'll never get a claim denied because of that, to my knowledge. You won't get failure because of this, to my knowledge. But the manufacturer says 10 inches. So, you know, it's not perfect. I wouldn't dwell on it. I know I am, but I wouldn't dwell on it like I do. It's up to you. Looks like we had a mouse coming up in here. That's a rodent correction. That's what it is. Moving on along. This is the laundry area, laundry vent pipe. It's a little jagged, but it's high enough. Still high enough. So what kind of vent is that? I am just not... That's the water heater vent. That's the water heater vent. I've got some, the water heater TMP drain line is over there on the side. We'll be talking about it in a little bit, but I remember seeing it. That's, what is that, dirt? That's bird pookie. You get it up here. This is the, okay, portable sheds. Those are not real estate improvements. I'm not even going to go there. This attached carport, though, I will go there. All this needs to be swept off. It does. And these are low voltage communication wires. I don't really go there, but they're too close to the... And it's low voltage, like telephone. You can sit in the bathtub and, well, back in the days when our telephones used to have cords. Grampy. Senior moment there. But anyway, it's, again, kind of like lapping the drip edge flashing or the rake edge flashing, the edge flashing, kind of like lapping that. You probably won't have very much of an issue with that. And depending on which one it is, I think your main cable's coming in that way. You might want to just take all that junk off. I mean, I would. Alright. It's the power supply line. This is called the drip, the service drop coming in. It's in trees. It's not supposed to be. We got some pretty good drip loops. But this one's a little bit shallow. And that's for the neutral, but still. And somebody's been chewing on that. See that right there? See that right there? It's not so good. It's not so good at all. So I'd have an electrician come up and they have some special insulated pookie that they can put on that. That's all it really needs. And the drip loop, it just needs to be bent down so it more closely matches those. And the reason why we have these drip loops is because water has tension and it can curl back. That's how wasps can stand on the swimming pool surface water while you're trying to swim. You're trying to get away from it, and yay, there's a wasp and he's over there. So it's like that. So the water can curl back and come into here, and we don't want that to happen. And this is not enough of a drip loop. That is enough of a drip loop. And this just needs to be bent down and sealed. That's all it really needs to happen. I'm not here to write prescriptions, by the way. I'm a home inspector. If I could just be a good home inspector, that'd be enough. I see some more lawn sprinkler controls back there. That's what I'm seeing. It's a passive wind turbine. Passive wind turbine. I'm not seeing any. Okay, this is called soft metal. Just like, the water heater flue cap. That's soft metal. I'm not seeing any hail damage on the soft metal. This guy's a little worse for wear. This is your chimney cap. This is the crown. This is the cap. This one has both. Yeehaw! This valley needs to be cleaned out. You know why it's so crowded like that is because this chimney coming down here makes a dead valley. So this chimney cap needs to be, that should be better. And then the flashing. Okay, see all those gaps in the flashing there? See all that? It's supposed to be bent and sealed in. Wind-blown rain can get up in that. That wasn't done right. They're not often done right. They're not often done right. But we don't care about somebody else's chimney. We care about our chimney. 2 more passive exhaust vents. Now, this is kind of interesting because this roof has gable vents. Like see those over there on the other roof? Gable vents. So you have a gable vent like that, and you have this vent right here. So the air comes in the attic and shoots right out of this vent. That short circuits it. It's called a short circuit. That's actually a code violation. You're not supposed to have mixed ventilation systems. This probably works better than what they had. It's probably an improvement. You might not want to correct it. It doesn't mean that it's right though. Got some more trees touching the roof here. And this satellite dish, okay, they're always installed right on the roof. They always are. And this is an urban compass, by the way, because they always face south. My house faces east. So I know my phone wasn't lying to me when But these stands, there's supposed to be a jig underneath there, a bracket, a mounting bracket to keep water damage from happening, those screws going right into the roof. Now they screw the jig in too, I don't know, but I know that's not an approved application, and I know that I've never seen an approved application. You can look over there. See that? Every one of them. The only place I've ever seen that mounting bracket, that jig if you will, the only place I've ever seen it was an illustration that I got at a roofing class, and I'm going to bake that into the report so everybody doesn't think I'm crazy. Probably won't stop them from thinking that, but that's what I'm going to do. And you know, just so that you know what I'm talking about. But I don't like discounting my work. Edge flashing, satellite dish, I don't like discounting my work. But I'm just offering a little perspective.